Good morning, children. Welcome to online classes for 8th standard. And this year, for the 8th standard, science and maths syllabus got changed. I'm going to introduce how many chapters are there in science. What are all the topics you are going to cover in that chapters? Let us discuss how many chapters are there in 8th standard. There are around 18 chapters are there in science subject, and are totally new concepts and very important chapters and very interesting chapters, and little more evaluated chapters are covered in this 8th standard. It is totally completely based from NCERT, and a little bit of elaborated syllabus that they have been introduced for this academic year. How many chapters are there? What are all the topics we are going to cover in those chapters? Let us discuss by one. So these are the 18 chapters and very important chapters, and whatever you people are going to read in this 8th standard, it is going to continue for even 9th and even 10th standard, and even it is helpful for the students who are going to choose science in PUC grade. They also, these topics are going to helpful, and these are the basic for the higher classes. So let us see one by one what we are going to discuss in these 18 chapters. First one, crop production and management. It is completely based on agriculture. How crop production, how the production has been taking place in the fields, how they are managing, what are all the methods they are following for the production of crops. That about completely we are going to discuss in this chapter, first chapter called crop production and management. Second one, microorganism, friend and foe. So you already know that the organisms which can't be seen through our naked eyes, they are called as microorganisms. So all the microorganisms are helpful to us, or all the microorganisms are harmful to us? No. Many microorganisms which are helpful to us, and many microorganisms harmful to us. Whether they are harmful or not. If they are harmful, which kind of microorganisms are harmful? If they are useful to us, if they are friend to us, which microorganisms are helpful to us? How they are helpful? About that we are going to discuss in the second chapter called microorganisms, friend and foe. Third one, synthetic fiber and plastic fibers. So there are fibers which we are using in our day-to-day life. There are two kinds of fibers are there. One is synthetic and one is what are plastic made fibers. So which are called as synthetic fibers and example for that, how they are useful. About that we are going to discuss in third chapter. And the fourth one, that is materials. That is in that metals and non-metals. So you might be see in your day-to-day life there are number of things we are using. All those are made up of either metals or non-metals. How they are made up of? How many metals are there? So you know that in the periodic table there are 118 elements are there. In that 118 elements, most of them are metals and some of them are non-metals. So how metals are used? How by using of those metals, what kind of materials are being prepared, how they are using in our day-to-day life, or what are metals, what are non-metals, what are the difference between metals and non-metals, everything we are going to discuss in the third chapter called metals and materials, metals and non-metals in the fourth chapter. And fifth one, coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum, these are the fuels. These coal and petroleum, how they are useful to us, how we are getting petroleum, how we are getting coal, where we are using, how they are formed. Actually these are formed by dead and decaying parts of plant and animals. After so long year, after thousands of years, these dead bodies of these, they converted into water, this coal and petroleum. How they are useful, where we are getting them, how to conserve them. About that we are going to discuss in the first chapter. And the sixth one, conservation of plants and animals. This is very, very important. So nowadays, the number of plants we are going to destroy, we are destroying, and we are cutting the plants, and even we are hunting number of animals. So recently one incident is happened in Australia. Completely the entire the forest has been destroyed by due to a fire. So how can we conserve them? There are many useful things we are getting from plants and animals. So plants are very useful to us, and even many animals are useful to us. How we need to conserve them? What are the methods are there to conserve these plants and animals? About that we are going to discuss in a sixth chapter. And seventh one, it is about force and pressure. What is force? What is pressure? Where we are, where we are using force, and where is using a pressure? About definitions, and how we apply in applications of force and applications of pressure, where we are applying. About completely we are going to discuss about in seventh chapter. Eighth one, friction. For example, friction nothing but this is also on friction. Where friction is taking place, useful of frictions. What is friction? Definition of the friction, where the friction is takes place in our day-to-day life. About that we are going to discuss in a 8th chapter. And ninth one, sound. What is sound? When we say it is sound, see there are different kind of sounds are there. One is pleasant full sound and harsh sound. What we called as a sound, what is called as a noise. About that we are going to discuss how we are able to hear this sound. Which part of our body helps to hear the sound, that is ear, structure of ear. What are the structures involved in the ear help us to hear the sound. About that we are going to discuss in 9th chapter. 10th one, combustion and flame. Combustion means what? Burning. What is combustion? What is the definition of combustion? And what is flame? So actually there are two kinds of flames are there. One is blue flame and one more is a yellow flame. When we get yellow flame, when we get a blue flame, what are the things are necessary for combustion? That is we are going to discuss in 10th chapter. 11th one, cell structure and function. So you know already what is cell. Cell is a structure and function of all the living organisms. What is cell? And there are two kinds of cells are there. One is plant cell and one more is what a animal cell. What is the structure? What is how plant cell, how the plant cell, how the animal cell, what are all the organelles are present in the plant and animal cell, and that we are going to discuss. And even their functions also we are going to discuss in the 11th chapter. And 12th chapter, that is what reproduction in animals. Reproduction is also one of the life process. How the reproduction takes place in animals. Actually, there are two kinds of reproduction are there. One is a sexual reproduction, one more is what asexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? What is asexual reproduction? What is the difference between sexual and asexual reproduction? How it takes place? About detail in detail we are going to discuss in the 12th chapter. And 13th point, that is what reaching the age of adolescence. Reaching the age of adolescence. What is adolescence? When we say we are adolescents, what is the stage called adolescence? When we come to know that adolescence, that we are going to discuss in the 13th chapter. 14th one, chemical effects of electric current. That is very, very important. What is electric current? There are the three main effects are there. One is a chemical effect of electric current. One more is what? One more is magnetic effect of electric current and heating effect of electric current. There are three kinds of effects are there. Among them, one effect of electric current is what? Chemical effects of electric current. We are going to discuss in this chapter. How it is affect, how chemical effects of electric current are useful. How can we able to see that? What are the effects what takes place during this? That we are going to discuss in the 14th chapter. 15th one, some natural phenomena. So some natural phenomena which takes place in our naturally around us, that we are going to discuss in the 15th one. And 16th one about light. What is light? How light are forms? Okay, that we are going to discuss in the 16th chapter. 17th one, that is stars and solar system. You already know that in our solar system there are 8 planets are there. What are the stars are called as? And stars are having luminous light, and planet doesn't have any luminous light. What is luminous? What is how they get light? That is we are going to discuss in a 17th one. Last one, that is pollution of air and water. Already know that pollution. So due to many number of human activities, we are polluting our natural resources. That is water, and even in the air, even in many ways, we are polluting our environment. What is pollution? How air pollution is takes place, and how water pollution is takes place, or what major reason for causing of air pollution and what major reason for causing of water pollution? How can we control them? What are the safety measures we need to follow to control the pollution? About that we are going to discuss in the 18th chapter. So this is about total 18 chapter people are going to read in this academic year 2020 and 21. So all the chapters are very important, and all the chapters are very interesting, and this will be helpful for in future upper classes. Definitely it is helpful for your future classes, and that we are going to start in the upcoming classes. So in next class we will start the first chapter called self production and management. Thank you.